Sammy Sam.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? Hey, man, as always, man, before we truly go off, I just want to get right into it, man. This is going to set the tone for the rest of the podcast, so I want to keep it 100. Let's. I would love to see the answer to this question, or hear the answer, rather. How would your 94-95 Rockets team fare against MJ's Bulls?
I think it would have been a very intriguing series. I don't know who. I think we would have won because Jordan was great, but we knew we had a hard time containing him and stopping him. But we also had a player on our team that they would have had a hard time containing and stopping, and Akeem Olajuwon. So it'd have been a great game to see. I would love to participate in that game if Jordan would have played, but the Bulls, playing against the Bulls and my previous teams, they was good, man. You think about it, they beat us in, I was playing with the Nets. They beat us in, I think that was 98.
Yeah.
They swept us in the first round, and we had two good opportunities to win game one and game two. And we was happy just to win one. That's how good the Bulls were during that time. You win one game against them, you delighted. Because they was one game in a 5-game series. You win one game. That was your series against them because they were so good, man. With Rodman and Scotty and Jordan, them three guys.
Well, what made them so good? What made them so difficult?
They had great chemistry. They was big. They were six.
Big guards.
Harper was 6'6" and 6'6", 6'5". However tall he was, but he was huge, long arms. Scotty was 6'7", long arms. Mike was 6'5", 6'6". But when their arms were so long, man. When they trapped you, it was tough to get around them guys, man. So especially when they picked you up full court, it was tough to get into your offense. So they was a tough team, man. But it had been fun playing against them guys
because they didn't have anybody to match up with the Dream.
No, they didn't have anyone to match up with Dream. But we had Brandon Maxwell, who always didn't give Michael Jordan problems, but he did enough.
I kind of got to know you a little bit more when you were with the Wizards, actually, and I was with New Orleans my first couple years, and things weren't going right.
Uh-huh.
And then you were part of the main reason of why I did get traded to the Clippers, just because you were one of the guys. You and Dave Wool were the main two that were kind of in Doc's ear, like this could work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I got there. I always tell everybody, when I talk about you, that you were more than an assistant coach for me. You know what I mean? You weren't just an assistant coach. And that's not just me. You could see what you've done for Shea Alexander. You could see what you've done for Brad Beal, what you've done for John Wall, the same stuff you're doing right now for Shamet. You could tell the guys that you have your hands on, and their games go from where they're at to a whole different level. Just talk about how, I guess, first and foremost, our relationship and just how, you approach that and just how we went about stuff and just how you not necessarily pick players, but like how you get, how you could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get. So it was crazy when Doc called me and said, "Sam, if I make this move for Austin, would you get him? Are you willing to get him to play the kind of basketball that you know he can play?" He said, "Don't give me an answer now." He said, "Because if you don't want to do it, we won't do the deal." I was like, "Doc, he's better than what we have." And Doc was like, "What you mean? Like he's not getting in the game. He's not getting the opportunity to play in New Orleans." So I said, "Doc, I'm telling you, Doc, he has something that we need." And Doc, what you talking about? I said, "He can defend." And Doc looked at me and said, "Okay." So when we got you when we traded for you, and you came to the facility, do you recall who met you there? In the office?
It was you.
It was me.
Yeah, it was you. It was only you.
If Doc wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I remember that. It was just you.
Was me.
I was nervous as hell going to that damn facility. I was like, I can't believe I'm here right now.
I know you
I was like, I can't believe I am playing for my dad. I walked in there. I was nervous to get in the locker room first and foremost. But then I came in there, I saw you. Yeah, I remember that.
I said, Austin, here we go. I said, Austin, we used to start talking about college. I said, Austin, your whole life, I know you remember this conversation. I said, your whole life, what describe your game. What are you? Describe your game to me. And he was like, I'm a scorer. I said, okay, you can score. Okay. Did you score in New Orleans? He was like, no, I ain't scoring in New Orleans. I said, okay, you are a scorer, right? But for this team, for you to get on the court for this team right now, I need you to change your mentality to become a defender.
Yeah.
I said, you become a defender for this team, you'll play 20 minutes a night. And you just, your head was down, because you was kind of nervous playing for Doc, and your head went up like this. I said, you was like, 20 minutes a night? I was like, if you do what I asked you to do, you can earn 20 minutes a night on this team right here.
That's all I needed.
And you was like, Sam, what I have to do? I said, I want you to go home, relax for the night, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll start tomorrow. I said, you tried it your way, and your way hasn't worked yet. Would you agree? You was like, yeah. I said, try it my way, Austin. Just try it my way a little bit. I said, just try it my way. I guarantee you, it works. And he was like, I'm all in, Sammy. And it took you a minute to get used to me, because I was on you. Remember, we used to be in the locker room, and it was time for you to work out, and I come in there, what's my favorite 2 words I yell?
Hey, y'all.
And you be in the conversation with the guys, say, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I said, Austin, at 10 o'clock, we working. I don't need you in the locker room at 10 o'clock. I need you on the court at 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, you used to, man. I used to cut. If I came in the court, if you said 10 a.m. and I came on at 10:05, you'd be like, oh, man. That was every game day.
Every game day.
Every game day, you'd be like, you know what helped me? Y'all also started to pair me with, I bought into a role there because, A, I had no choice. I had no choice. If I wanted to play, I was going to have to do what I had to do. B, y'all didn't need me to score. Y'all had, at the time, prime Blake Griffin. You had Chris Paul, who was still in his prime at that time. You had J.J. Redick, Jabal Crawford. Y'all did not need me to score. And y'all had your whole team based around them, DJ and Matt Barnes, all these guys that, added the pieces around. So I figured, hey, I could just be a piece. Whatever I needed to do to get on the court, I was going to do. And that's what you try to harp to me. I was so locked in to proving to people that I could be a prolific scorer. I was like, I know I could be a scorer. I know I can score, da-da-da-da-da. Your whole point was, why don't you star in this role and then see where that leads you? And then maybe down the line, you could grow into those things that you think you can do now. But you got to start somewhere. Right now, you haven't earned the right to just come in and just start trying to score. That was the truth of the reality. That's what it was. And you got me to do that. And I just bought in. Every night I went in there, defense. And then what happens is, as you and Doc used to tell me, when you lock in on a certain role, you lose yourself into winning and you lose yourself into doing things. You actually, all those other things just start to come naturally to you. You're not stressing about scoring. You're not stressing about shooting, this percentage, everything just kind of flows. And that's why my game every year when I was there with you and that team, it just seemed like everything started to just come to where that prepared me for where I'm at now in this team, in Houston, where I go in each night. Some nights I have 20 here with Houston. Some nights I have 6. I don't worry about it. Obviously, I play with James and Russ, just like I played with Chris and Blake. You know what I mean? It made no difference to me because, here they do need me to score a little bit more. But my role is defined as defense, and then playmaking, scoring. But it's just to come in and give them something, extra. But you star in your role, and then from that you could grow into something else. That's what I'm continuing to do now. But I would have never been able to be the player I am now or have that understanding as a team player without playing for you and my pops. And I needed to hear it from someone other than my pops because he was my fucking pops. You know what I mean? Like anybody trying to listen to their fucking dad. So I'm sitting here like, even though he knows 10 times more than me about basketball, I needed to hear from you. And y'all did little things with me, man. Y'all on game days, remember y'all made me come in and shoot with JJ. Yeah. That raised my love of shooting because then every time I'm shooting with him, I'm not even thinking about making shots. I'm just trying not to look bad. That's right. I'm just trying to shoot with him, just keep up with JJ. And then what happens is you start keeping up with JJ, and then some days I outshoot JJ. You know what I mean? Like you start raising your level of play. Y'all did so many things like that raised my level of play. The biggest thing I tell everybody, I just want to say this lastly, the biggest thing where my game changed with you guys is shooting off the dribble. That 1-2 step, my whole game changed. I don't know if you remember that my final year in LA, which was only 2 years ago. It seems like it's forever ago, but it was only 2 years ago. I was top 5 in the league in off the dribble threes. That's everything was me coming off 1-2 step threes, 1-2 step. Like, I could never have done that before I came and worked out with you. I mean, you remember when I first got there, I couldn't, I was all over the place.
I just said, Austin,
Yeah.
I said, Austin, I gotta break you all the way down. I said,
Yeah.
man, I said, how you get away with playing like this in college like this? And you was a
Yeah.
bad boy. I said, you was a
Yeah.
bad boy. I said, Austin, you're a scorer. And y'all remember your last year playing in LA and your Doc say, well, Sam, he's scoring more, but his defense is horrible right now. And I said, Doc, next year, that's the next level. I said, we need him to be a decent stopper, but we need him to be a scorer. We need it because you and Lou Will was our scorers.
Yeah. It's me. That last year is pretty much me, Lou Will, and Tobias Harris.
And Tobias Harris. I said, y'all was the scorers. I said, so Doc, I gotta get now. We got him to play defense. Now he went from defense to being a scorer. Now I gotta get it together. I said, that next summer, that's what we always talked about, right? I said, now you gotta become a complete player.
Right.
Now you gotta score, and plus you can't let your man. You get 27, your man can't get 25.
Right.
That's a plus too.
Right.
I said, and you look at me like, man, he didn't get 25 on me. I said, well, it said Austin River, Ben Gordon, somebody, Art Gordon. That's your position. That's your position. Right. I don't care who he got it on, but that's your position now. Right. Just look at me like, man, but the last thing before we get off that subject, Austin, I remember, man, Doc had you in Chicago. Remember that meeting we had in Chicago?
Yeah.
And we was on you. We had a bunch of clips. And we was on you.
Yeah, y'all had the iPad. Y'all had the iPad out. I said, well, when I walked in the room and I saw y'all two holding the iPad, I said, oh, damn.
And Doc was on you, and you was fighting it. And I said, see, that's your damn problem. You don't want to listen. You got to listen, man. And you looked at me and holler. And your facial expression like, oh, you on his side today, huh?
Yeah. I was like, you fucking changed. I was like, you changed up, Sam.
I said, we walked out the room, right? You was like, I understand, Sammy, man. But, man, y'all own me all day, man. I said, we just want you to be good, man. That's all.
I know.
You don't want to be good?
Now.
I'll leave you alone now.
Yep, that's what you told me.
Always remember this. When a coach stopped talking to you, that's the problem.
You said when coach stopped talking to you, that's when you're in trouble.
That's the problem. That means you can't help him.
I learned that a little bit later. That next team, man, I didn't even get into that, but I went like a couple weeks out talking to my coach. I was like, oh, this shit ain't good.
Right.
I don't know what's going on over here.
When they cussing you out and telling what you ain't doing, and they ain't having it, you still in their heart and their mind. And they think 100%. That you can help them win. Always 100%. Remember that. Don't, coach, like I always tell you, let him yell at you. Are you coming out the game? If he ain't taking you out the game,
yeah, he used to always say that. He like, you used to, because obviously my pops, people don't understand, like, people are like, oh, you play for your dad, yada, 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 yada.
It was tough.
I was like, well, do you know how much easier it is playing for a normal coach? Like, when a normal coach, when he yells at you, you just like, okay, you listen, da, da, da. Do you know how frustrated it is getting yelled at by your fucking dad in the NBA, on national television? You sitting here looking at him like, man, what the hell? Like, it's a whole different dynamic. You know what I mean? I've been playing my whole life. I've been playing my whole life playing for other players. I'd never been coached by my dad until I'm on the Clippers. Right. You know what I mean? On that crazy ass team. You know what I mean? All the characters we had on that fucking team. So it's just like that was just crazy within itself. But anyways, you talk about you developing players and you doing this and that. It's a perfect transition into our next topic. We're talking about building the ultimate combo guard. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
I want you to build your ultimate combo guard. If you could think, obviously, we're talking about how you, and this comes from you. This is what you were. You know what I mean? You weren't a true point guard, but you weren't a true shooting guard either. You did a little bit of both. You could make plays for people, but everybody knows Sam can get a bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really what today's game has turned into. You know what I mean? You were one of those guys that was in that transition period where like you guys paved the way for where now the league is where we don't really have any Steve Nash, John Stockton, Jason Kidd type players anymore. That's just not what you see. With the exception of maybe Ricky Rubio and that's about it. All right, so let me start with the rules. The rules are, it's got to be from your playing days up until now. It can't be any wings and it can't be any true point guards. It's got to be strictly combo guards. You can take whatever skill attribute from any combo guard, even his jersey number, whatever you want that makes the perfect combo guard to you. And then I'm gonna do mine.
I think like Gilbert Arenas had the coldest nickname, Agent Zero
or Agent Zero. Okay, Agent so you like Zero. The number? Okay.
I never wore number 0, but I think wearing number 0, saying something. You know what I'm saying? That's saying something. Like, I don't have a number. I'm unlimited. So I think Gilbert having the range of a Gilbert Arenas.
So you got Gilbert Arenas' number, and you got the range of Gilbert Arenas.
Yes.
Okay.
The toughness, tenacity of Gary Payton.
Okay.
Because Gary Payton was a guy who just, no matter who, Gary, you got Jordan. Gary, you got this guy. Gary, you got this guy. And I got him. Yeah. And he ain't going to stop you all the time because it's tough to stop a guy. But you knew you was going to be in for a fight with GP.
Right.
Kyrie Irving, creativity. Off the dribble.
So you want his handles. You want Kyrie's handles.
I got it. Listen, there's certain guys I will go see that I love watching play. It's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
If I cut the TV on in the third quarter, like 5 minutes going, and he got 30, I'm watching the rest of it.
Yeah.
I'm watching the rest of it.
Right.
I don't care who he's playing.
Right.
Think about the shot he made against Steph in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Most guys step back left. That's right
hand.
Yeah,
he did it with the right hand.
He stepped back right for a 3.
Yeah.
Come on,
no,
man.
He got everything in the bag. He's definitely the most.
Hey, man, every time I see him, Austin, I tell him, I say, boy, like Motown, you got $10, you buy this record or a sandwich. If I had $10, I'm going to see Kyrie Irving play, boy, over a sandwich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Over a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, so that part, IQ of the game. My perfect player. IQ of the game. Steph Curry. Man, listen. His IQ of the game. Like, you could go Steph Curry, Jason Kidd, the IQ of the game. But Steph Curry, IQ of the game, because he also have the threat that none of them guys that I just named, he can shoot the ball.
Right.
He can, you always got to have a player or somebody standing next to Steph Curry on the basketball court. You're not a good team. If Steph Curry walk on the court, somebody on the other team has to be next to Steph Curry because he can play. The guy, his intelligence of the game is crazy. Like, for him to be not that big and strong, he gets it done. So that part of my play. And what else I'm missing? I got shooting.
You said you got the shooting range of Agent Zero. You have the nickname Agent Zero with and the number. You got the dribbling ability of Kyrie Irving. You got the tenacity of Gary Payton, and
the mental aspect.
The mental opposite. The mental side of it. Steph Curry.
Yeah,
that's a pretty damn good player.
That's an awesome player right there, boy. That's an awesome player. I got the defense. And everything because GP.
Yeah, you got GP. You got the defense too.
I got the defense and the toughness in GP.
All right. I'm gonna go with. I want him to have the body and frame of Penny Hardaway. I want him to be like 6'7", 6'8".
Oh.
I want him to have the shooting range and ability off the dribble, all of it, of Damian Lillard. I want him to have the athletic ability and tenacity of Russell Westbrook. I like Russell's a dog every fucking game. I don't care what he shoots from the field or what his numbers are. Every game, my bro Russ comes to play. Every game. Oh. And I love his, no matter if it's the worst team in the league, best team in the league, he goes after everybody. I want him to have that. And then IQ of the game, I like James Harden. I want him to have the IQ of James Harden. Mm-hmm. Everybody talks about James Harden's scoring ability. The way James sees the game, man, is the most underrated aspect of his game. He is brilliant. And that's what makes him such a good scorer. He really is. Even on defense where he gets a lot of, he gets a lot of criticism. A lot of it is fair. Some of it not. He actually has gotten a lot better this season. He's been pretty solid for us. He might not be playing as hard on defense because he has so much responsibility on offense. But the way he sees stuff on defense, the way he talks to us in the huddles, like he's one of the most high IQ players I've ever been around. So I'm going to say IQ of James, body frame of Penny, shooting range of Damian, toughness and tenacity of Russell. That's it. That's my guy. I'm gonna go. That's it. That's what I'm rolling with.
Hey, Austin, I'm gonna tell you a little story about Russell Westbrook. So my 12th year in the league, I'm playing with the Clippers, and he was in college at UCLA. And we used to, go to UCLA in the summer. Y'all ain't just started. That been going on. So, and I'm in there working Russell one day. I'm working him over, right? I'm just pump faking him and everything.
Right.
And but he got so much energy. The kid has so much energy. I remember one time, man, Cameron Garnett coming to UCLA, and I said, man, that kid Russell, go to UCLA. And Ticket was like, oh, man, who's that? I said, the kid who be trying to dunk and running off fast with the ball, that kid. And Ticket said, yeah, man. I said, Ticket, he gonna be good, man. I said, because I'm putting it on him. So every day I put it on him. And I'll never forget this. We got out the car and walked to the arena, and Russell was on that first court, come through that door, and UCLA Austin, he's at that door waiting on me, bouncing the ball. He's bouncing the ball, waiting on me. He said, I'm glad you made it, because I don't believe how slow you are. You getting your shot off on me like that. I've just had more experience than him, right? I'm just more craftier than him. I just knew more about the game of basketball than him at that time. And so man, Ticket walking around the gym to change our clothes. I said, Ticket, that kid can be good, man, one day. I said, he can be awesome one day. I said, Ticket said, why you say that? I said, man, that man confronted me. Now, at that time, I'm a bad boy, Austin. I'm a bad boy. I said, that man confronted me. He met me at the door. Talking about, I'm glad you came today. You know what I'm saying? So every time you see me, he always throw my little pump fake guy. He see me, Austin, he say,
right.
Sam Cassell, boy, you used to kill me with that when I was a young boy. You used to kill me with that.
You used to always tell me, can't jump twice.
Can't jump twice. But just like Russell, I just knew it that he was going to be where he at back then, Austin.
Right.
I said, one day when he get the opportunity to showcase what he could do, he could be good, because his motive was always like that.
Right.
And plus, he always wanted to take a challenge. We would play pickup ball, and everybody look around, and he's like, I got Sam. And I said, whoo, well, you got trouble today. He said, well, give me some of that trouble, because one day I'm going to be giving you
That's
trouble.
crazy. I didn't know you played him that young.
Yeah. I asked him, when we talked to him, he'll tell you.
Your combo guard is pretty damn good. I didn't put ball handling. Ball handling, I have to go Kyrie too. I think Kyrie's the best ball handler ever played in the NBA.
By far.
I don't think it's close. Everybody, I know Isaiah was great, and you got other guys like Steph and Jamal Crawford. All these guys had great handles in their own way. In terms of how Kyrie can dribble the ball, there's nothing like it. There's nothing I've ever seen. The stuff he does over the hand, his touch, his finishing, everything. It's the prettiest game. That's why he has a fan base and the people that like him so much, despite anything that you could say. At the end of the day, when I get home from my game or practice and I see games on an off night, I'm looking for, if the Nets playing and if he's playing that night, I'm watching the Nets play. You know what I'm saying? I just like watching him play. It's just he is a very pretty game. You know what I mean?
That's what I told you. If I cut that TV on at halftime, they look at the box scores, and I see Kyrie got 26, I'm going straight to the crib and cut that on.
Crazy story. Also, defense too. I'm going to go defense for mine. Shit, I'm gonna take my damn defense. The fuck?
Right.
I'm gonna go on myself. Yeah, I'm taking.
Right.
I want my combo guard to have a body of Penny. I want him to have the athleticism and tenacity as Russell Westbrook. I want him to have the shooting range of Damian Lillard, hand of Kyrie. I want him to have my defense. That's my combo guard. That's my perfect combo guard.
People don't realize 2 years, Gilbert Arenas was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Before he hurt his
I wish I got to play against him. I never got to play just to see how great he was, because I knew in that time frame he was unstoppable.
He was unstoppable. Like, he had it all. He had the mid range. He'd get to the basket. He'd shoot it from the parking lot. He'd dunk the ball on you.
Yeah.
He was offensively. He was James Harden. He was James Harden offensively. shooting threes and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 buzzers and throwing his hands like this, turn the back.
Yeah, that was
the
crazy.
Crowd.
That was
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It did. Give it a rings back to back. So that was the thing back then. You know, man, what Give it a rings did tonight. You know, he got 33 he got 33 points going into the fourth quarter. You know,
Yeah, that boy can score, man.
And people wasn't scoring like that, like they're scoring now.
Right.
Know? But he was a tough check. He was a tough check, man.
That's how I feel like that's how we feel. I think the toughest check today for a guard. He's not I don't think he's the best point guard in the league. Obviously with you got Russ and Steph and Damian, I think at the top, but he's definitely in that conversation. The toughest check is Kyrie. He's definitely arguably one of the best point guards in the league. You can make that case. He's the most shifty. There's nothing he can't do. Left hand, right hand. And I remember Kyrie's the class above me. But he was an unknown. No one knew who Kyrie was until his end of his junior or senior year. He wasn't ranked. So we used to have Nike Skills Academy. They got the LeBron Skills Academy, Darren Williams Skills Academy, Steve Nash Skills Academy. I remember, like it was yesterday, they had Darren Williams Skills Academy, who, by the way, shout out to Darren Williams because he was a bucket in Utah. One of my favorite players growing up.
D. Will.
D. Will's automatic bucket. We were there, and it was all the top-ranked guys. Brandon Knight, it was Deion Waiters, Josh Shelby. I know you remember him from being in Baltimore. Josh Shelby. Yeah, B-More's finest, Josh Shelby. Shout out to Josh Shelby. Anybody you can name, John Wall, all these guys were there. And I remember they had this kid, Kyrie, and it was I think it was in New Jersey, where he's from, or it was outside, it was around there. And that's why they brought a local kid. He was the local kid. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't even, supposed to be there, Sam. He was just, the kid they brought because I think someone wasn't able to come, and they had a local kid that could play, so they brought Kyrie. So he comes to the camp, and I'm not going to say names, but I remember guys were like, man, who the fuck is this guy, bro? Why is he here? Because there's only 20 of us. It's a very intimate camp. There's Kendall Marshall, a couple other guys. So we doing one-on-one drills. Because before we're doing shooting drills, whatever, you can't really see how good he is.
Yeah.
We start doing this ball rollout, and someone has to grab it one apart at a half court and come at you. Mm-hmm. So Kyrie gets in the game, the little one-on-one drill. Sam, he starts wearing out everybody. Everybody's like, who the fuck? Mind you, we ain't never heard of this. I've never heard of this guy's name. Right. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? So then Darren Williams hops in the game. Mind you, this is his camp. He's an all-star at the time.
Yeah.
Kyrie's going they going back and forth. But Kyrie's he's hitting him with some shit. He's all yo, bro, crazy. So we sitting here we didn't know if he was just in his bag and just, he had adrenaline and just playing out of it. So we all man, what the hell? Came back the next day, same thing. Came back the next day, same thing. And then it just kept, and then after that, he kind of got in the map a little bit, and then he blew up. Yeah. And then he went to Duke, and I went to Duke right after that. I was a year. He went, and then I came. Mm-hmm. When I came to Duke the year after him, it was a lockout. So he was still at Duke finishing his year for his credits, because I think at that time he didn't know if he wanted to come back to school later on in his life and finish. So he's trying to get all of his credits. So I used to play one-on-one with him every day. And I remember Coach K watching us play, and Coach K was just talking to me. Me and Coach K would talk. Coach K was like, I've never seen, and this is Coach K, man, who's seen everything. He's like, I've never seen someone so gifted with the ball. He's like, in my life. And this is when Kyrie was 19 years old, 18 years old. He's like, I've never seen somebody so gifted with the ball. He's the most gifted, and I shouldn't say gifted because he worked for it, but the way he dribbles and his handle, it's sometimes he don't even know what the hell to do because he has so much in his bag. That's how we feel guarding him compared to you guys guarding Gilbert or whoever the case may be.
And also another thing about Kyrie, man, that I noticed about Kyrie, he's the best guy handling the ball at the end of games, that between the legs, behind the back behind, he'll play 39 minutes and he's still going into his bag.
That's the thing.
He's still going into his bag.
Exactly. People who don't know basketball, people who don't know, right.
Double overtime game. I remember the game he played against San Antonio. I think it was a double overtime game. And man, he went into his bag in the second overtime. It might have been a single overtime game. And I couldn't believe it. He played 42 minutes, man, 44 minutes, and he went into his bag. Like at the end of the overtime, it was just like it was the first half. That's hard. Yeah. That's hard to do. That's hard.
It's also like
natural.
You talk about when you're in overtime, when you're in crunch time, guys usually tend to like keep the flashy shit to a minimum because you're not trying to fuck up in those moments. You know what I mean? Like fans don't understand. Like when the game gets tight, you start kind of going back to the steady fundamentals because the game's close. You don't want to be the guy doing some. 10 seconds left, game on the line. He'll do some. There was a clip this year where this guy tried to hit a game winner, fell on the ground, got up and did this little.
Oh, I
you know what I'm talking about? This, yeah, he actually missed the shot, but the fact that he had the audacity to try this shit. This dude fell on the ground, did like an air one slip and slide, and then got up and shot the shot. I was like, that's when I was just like, man, this dude it is so precise. His handle is so precise, and his confidence in it is crazy. I would love to see, when this podcast comes out, I would love to see people compare our combo guards. I love I love my Penny Hardaway body frame, but I love your Gary Payton. The Gary Payton defense thing might have. Yeah. I don't know. You might have.
He go dig down.
Yeah, because he go. Yeah, that was a key one. I didn't put that in mind, man. You know, we talk about Gary Payton, Kyrie, all these great players. You've gotten to play with some of the greatest players ever, man. You know what I mean? Just switching topics, man. You play with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, to the dream, and you play with Kevin, Minnesota Kevin, and I know about Boston Kevin. I think everybody knows about Boston Kevin. I think people forget about Minnesota Kevin. Like, tell me what.
Listen, man. After watching Akeem Olajuwon win the MVP and seeing Kevin Garnett play in that 04 year, 2004, for the first month, we also had Latrell Sprewell on that team.
Yeah.
So for the first month, we was trying to stay out of each other's way. Like, I won't say nothing to Kevin. Kevin won't say nothing to me. You know, it's a little bit too much respect for each other. You know, we wouldn't say nothing to Spree. So to Flip brought us in a meeting and said, hey, guys, we're going to continue to win one game, lose one game, win two, lose one, until you three guys can hold each other accountable. If Sam take a bad shot, Kev, you got the right to say something. And Sam, you got to be able to take it. You know, and vice versa for all three of us. And we just all bust out laughing, Austin. We just bust out laughing. After December, like after Christmas, seeing Kevin Garnett play in 04, it was like watching Akeem Olajuwon play all over again. He did it all. Like, for instance, we playing the Orlando Magic's last stop. Kevin Garnett is 7 foot tall. Up 2 points, 7 seconds to go. Guess what Kevin Garnett guarding? He guarding Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
Up 2 against the Spurs. Guess who Kevin Garnett guarding? He guarding Tim Duncan.
Right, that's range.
Up 3 against the Philadelphia 76ers. Guess who Kevin Garnett guarding? AI.
That's crazy.
He was that good defensively. He has to be the best defensive power forward that the game has ever seen because he can guard all positions. He can play all coverage. He was a great talker. Man, he made me become a decent defender by just talking to me. Just saying, I'm right here. Homeboy, I'm right here. Get into the ball. He always wanted me to get into the ball. I'm right here. So imagine somebody telling you that. How often you gonna get into the ball? All the time. He always gonna have your back defensively. The things that he prided himself in being the best screen setter in the NBA. He wanted to get his guards open. He wanted to get me open so much that he prided himself. Ask anybody to play with him. Is Kevin Garnett a great pick setter? That's the small thing that don't show up on the stat sheet that he prided himself in, being the best screen setter in the NBA. He was an awesome rebounder. He was a great passer. Great passer. People say, well, he didn't finish games. He didn't finish games. That's why they brought me to Minnesota to help him finish games. But I tell you what, you look at the end of the game, at the stat sheet, he got 29 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks, three steals, 5 deflections. You know what I'm saying? And I never heard an ex-teammate of his say anything derogatory about him.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Like if you played with Kevin Garnett, you knew that you had an ultimate teammate.
Right.
He did some things that some people didn't like, but you knew one thing: he had your back.
Right.
The comparison that year, Kevin Garnett, he was special. Like he was, honestly, he was special. I watched the man get 35 and 28 rebounds one game in an overtime game. We on the bus, looking at the stat sheet. He yelled out, "Damn!" I was like, "What's wrong, man?" He said, "Damn, I should have 35 rebounds tonight. I should have 35 rebounds tonight." So he planned a game in his head, the rebounds that he didn't get.
Right.
And 3 free throws that went out of bounds, they came off my side, man. That's 3 right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that he prided himself in. If you were struggling, like he knew guys who were struggling. If Spree was struggling, hey Sam, let's get Spree going early there, man. Head man on the ball. Hey Spree, you get that goddamn ball, man. You attack. Just attack. That's the thing that Kevin Garnett did, man. What made the Celtic thing work, man, was Kevin Garnett. Think about it, Austin. Before he got the Boston, he was averaging 26 a night. Got the Boston, went from 26 to 18. 18, but he distributed the ball. He got the ball movement, but he was that catalyst of our team.
And he was would you say he's the closest in terms of all around range? He was the closest to Hakeem in terms of doing multiple things that you played with, at least.
Yeah, that I played with, because Dream would switch on the guard and you try to cross Dream up, Dream would steal your rock. You know?
Right.
Dream would steal your rock. Think about
there's not any bigs in today's era that's
how
doing
many
that.
centers in NBA history is in the top 5 in NBA in steals? Dream steal your rock. You know what I'm saying? Dream steal your rock. And that was Kevin. Kev had the weight of two cities on his shoulders, man.
Right.
St. Paul. And so
and he was, because I playing, obviously for you, you have raved about Kevin and especially Dream. You used to talk about how talented Dream was. You can't. I remember you tell everybody Dream in his prime versus any power forward, you taking Dream.
Man, Paul used to argue about he'd take Tim Duncan over Dream.
Yeah, Paul Pierce used to say Tim Duncan was the best power forward of all time. You used to be like Dream.
I said this to Paul. I said, ask David Robinson about Dream.
Right.
Ask David Robinson about Dream. And David Robinson was a top echelon defender.
Yeah.
He was a top echelon defender. Tim Duncan did not want Dream attacking him, because we was going to Dream every time.
Right.
And it was tough to stop that man every time. It was tough.
Yep.
But then you go back to Tim Duncan on defense. We had one of the best defenders in the league in Hakeem Olajuwon, who were going to stop you. You ain't score the ball on Dream all the time now. You're just not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. But then you got to go to the other end. But he was going to score, because he had every shot, Austin. He could face you.
Yep.
He had the 15-foot jump shot. He had a turnaround jump shot. He had a jump hook. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He had everything.
He made free throws. He can guard.
And in '95, you remember David Robinson won MVP. Ooh. And then y'all played each other in the playoffs, and Hakeem, Hakeem definitely, put him to work. You know what I'm saying?
So they gave David Robinson the trophy, and Clyde Drexler looked at Dream and said, "Hey, Dream, Hakeem, he got your trophy." Because David Robinson he thanked Charles Barkley, thanked a lot of guys that was in the race to win the MVP, but didn't mention Dream. And Dream looked at Drex and said, "Don't worry about it, Drex. I will get the bigger trophy."
Oh, wow.
Talk about that championship trophy.
Right.
I will get the bigger trophy, And man, Austin, let me tell you something, man. That dude went to work.
Yeah.
We was the sixth seed. We beat 3 teams that year that won 60 games.
Oh,
3
wow.
teams.
I didn't know that.
We won't beat 3 teams that we beat. Utah Jazz 160 in the first round. We beat the Phoenix Suns in the second round, won like 63 games. They beat the Spurs, who was the number 1 seed, won like 65 games.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We beat 3 teams, never had home court advantage. And Hakeem Olajuwon was the catalyst of our team. And for us to get on his shoulders and how he carried us, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Robert Ory was 6'10", like 215 pounds, playing a power forward. Guarding Karl Malone, guarding Charles Barkley, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to box out Dennis Rodman, you know?
Right.
So it was great, but we had Hakeem Olajuwon behind. He was our last line of defense, and he was good at it. He was good.
I remember y'all put basketball in Houston on the map, man, because that still extends today. When you walk into the arena, even at our practice facility, all you see is pictures of you, Mario Elliott, Clyde Drexler, Rudy, Hakeem, obviously everywhere. Yeah. And, that's where our fan base stems from, today. We have obviously a really good team now and everybody's excited about that. But that passion comes from, y'all's team. You know what I mean? It comes from y'all's team. And I remember y'all was on top of the world, man, when y'all won. I remember I seen you on Letterman. You had
I see my shirt on.
you had the silk, you had your little silk shirt on. You walked in there with your little
that was Versace back then.
That was Versace? Yeah, Versace on?
That's a Versace back on back then. Hey, that's a Versace back on. 1993, Austin.
You had that Versace outfit on.
I couldn't wait to take that. I couldn't wait to take that shirt off after that David Letterman show.
Why?
I couldn't wait to take that shirt off, man. But Austin,
why?
It was so, man, that wasn't me. I was a jean and Timberland kind of guy in 1993.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You on there with the Versace?
Long t-shirts, I was that kind of guy,
I remember that. I remember that. I remember that you presented the BET Awards.
Yeah.
You presented the BET Award to Suge Knight.
Dr. Dre.
It was Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre was producer of the year. That's when Snoop came on the stage and said, "New York, you ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre."
Yeah.
And I was like,
wasn't that the same night that Suge was like all in the videos?
Yeah.
You were the one presented because there's a clip of you sitting there stepping back like, oh man, these guys about to start shooting each other.
Hey, it's so crazy. The late Phife Dawg from Tribe Called Quest, man. Rest in peace, Phife. When all that ruckus was going on the stage, Phife was yelling my name. Cause I think he was going to present next. They was going to do something next. And he was like, Sam. Like they busted, if New York guys bust the stage, you come this way. You run this way.
Right. Right.
You run this way, man. It was so crazy, man. And I was just happy to see, man. I met MC8 that night, I met DJ Quick that night. That's when Wu-Tang just becoming the Wu-Tang Clan. It was like 50 of them dudes outside with swords and, shirts off and everything, man. It was wow, like what's going on around here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy you were there. I remember you told me this a couple years ago. I had no idea.
Yeah, Biggie doing this thing. I'm like, man, big. I said, okay. So I'm excited to be a part of the Source Awards.
Right.
Penny Hardaway and Dennis Scott, they got suits on. They got suits on.
Right.
They got suits on. And listen, I presented in a pair of jeans. I had a Walker wear shirt on. Big shouts out to April Walker, you know what I'm saying? I had a pair of some black Timberlands on, some black chuckers, some Timberland chuckers on. That was my outfit. That was my outfit back then. You know what I mean? That's my outfit. Because
everything baggy?
Everything baggy. If it ain't baggy, everything dragging the floor. Everything dragging the floor, AR. 1993, baby. Can't wear no tight clothes like y'all wear now, baby.
Nah. It's different,
wear that, man.
It's starting to go back baggy. It's starting to head back that way. Guys are starting to wear baggy stuff. You know how style changes and everything. And 4 years ago, everything was tight. now everything is starting to get back to that, that baggy stage, except for suits. People aren't wearing baggy suits. But
the retailer's like, how much tight stuff can we make now? We made every kind of cut. We got to go back.
Yeah, right.
We got to start selling something else.
Right, 100%. That's crazy that you were there for that night. I wanted to make sure people knew that.
I would never forget that experience, man. Like, I was so happy to be there, like to get there and sit down and see, like, Lord Kim perform, Bad Boy perform, and then Death Row did their set. I was excited, you know what I'm saying? I was So Def did their set. I was excited, like, okay. We just beat the Knicks, so everybody, they announced me, Sam Cassell presenting this award, the producer of the year. Of course, everybody booed me. Boo, we just beat the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? Beat the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? We just beat the Knicks, Me and John Singleton was the presenters. And John showed me, like I say, producer of the year, and John, if you ever watch it again, John Singleton was like, uh-oh, there might be some trouble in here.
Is that what he said?
John Singleton was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch this
and
clip.
I was like, Dr. Dre.
The clip.
I was like, and he deserved it. Dre was a bad boy. He deserved it, you know what I'm saying? And, but you see Dre now, Dre was like, man, Dre was happy. Dre was happy that
But a West Coast guy winning in New York was not something that people wanted to see down there.
Listen, I ain't know nothing about the West Coast. I heard magazines and, me being from Baltimore, you reading stuff, half of it ain't true anyway. So I just want to see some good performances and get out of that joint, man. And I did, I don't know what happened after I left, you know what I'm saying? But I left.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, rest in peace to John Singleton, man.
Rest in peace
to John Singleton, man.
Definitely. Good man.
Made some classics, Boys in the Hood.
Right.
That's actually one of my favorite movies.
Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, great movie. I ain't from the hood, but I like the movie.
No, you ain't from the hood at all. I've been in your house.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been in the house.
I was definitely. I grew up far from it, but you know how it is. You grow up.
Ain't that wrong with that? I'll switch with you. I'll switch with you.
You know what's crazy about that? Everybody's always like, man, you from da 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 da. Like, especially when I get into it with my teammates or and I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean like. When you play a one-on-one and guys talking shit, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, guys be like, I know where you from. I always be like, first off, I don't know where being where you're from has anything to do with anything. Right. I was like, well, you think just because I'm from Winter Park, you think I don't know how to, you don't think I know how to get down with you? Like, I was like, I don't know what you're trying to say. And then at the same time, it's like, isn't that the goal is to be from where I'm from? Hey. Like, isn't that the goal? Now, again, I didn't do anything to be from where I'm from. My dad did. But then he instilled in me the same things that he learned from his father and his thing. And again, my mom too. Let's not forget her and her blue collar background. So where my kids gonna grow up the same way I grew up. That's what you want. I was like, that's what I said, every time I tell players, I'm like, the same things you telling me are the same things people gonna tell your kid. Right. So what you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? So that's the goal. But yeah, no, Boys in the Hood was especially, that was a classic movie, man. I would like to talk about one thing before we head into our last segment. Our last segment is just quick shot, rapid fire questions, and then I'm going to get you out of here, man. I would like to talk about one thing that people, I think, talk about a little bit, but not enough, is the fallout, I think, between everything with Ray Allen and that whole dynamic of that team. You know what I mean? Because it's something that I think is unfortunate. I think now, even when they talk about the big three and those guys talk about it, Ray's name's not even thrown in there as much because of how it all ended. He always gets grouped with LeBron in the Heat team. When I think he did much more for the Celtics team. I go back and remember that 50-point game he had versus the Bulls, him and Ben Gordon going back and forth in his role on that team. Like, how did that all just transpire?
I just think that, in my opinion, Kevin Garnett is a loyal guy. Like, what it took to get Kevin out of Minnesota just to get traded to Boston. That was a task of his own. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin just such a loyal guy. I just think that it ain't the fact that Ray left Boston to go play somewhere else. It just where the
Right.
team he chose to go to.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's like the Kevin Durant thing. It's not that Kevin left OKC. It's that you went to Golden State.
Yeah, you went to Golden State, the team that beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and that's the like Celtics Heat, big rival. Big rival. You know, Celtics don't like the Heat. You know, the Heat don't like the Celtics, whatever it may be. But when Ray went there, they just put a sour taste in them guys' mouth. Like, you gonna get the enemy our secrets, you know? But Ray, like, thinking like this, I got opportunity to compete for a championship.
Right.
No, and that was just kind of different. But I played with Ray for 4 years in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I asked you. I know you see
Ray Allen, bad boy, man. Ray Allen, bad boy. I
just watched the He Got Game with my girl 2 nights ago.
Ray Allen is a bad man. Like Stephen A. Smith, he's a bad man. Ray's a bad man, I'm telling you. Like, Ray made some big shots in 08 for us, man. Like the shot he made to clinch the game in, what's that, game 4? Game 4. He went 3-1. He cleared it out and went to left hand, made a left hand layup, man. Like, man.
He could do it all. People view Ray as just a pure shooter, but
no.
Ray used to get to the bat. Ray used to catch bodies too. Ray had bounce.
Man, Ray had it all, man. Ray could shoot the ball. Ray could defend when he needed to defend, you know. Ray could shoot off the dribble. That Seattle Supersonics Ray Allen, when he had the key, like he could do it all, he was tough. He was getting 26, 27 tonight. Yeah, he was tough. So big ups to Ray, man. Ray Allen.
Yeah, big up. Shout out to Ray Allen, man. I see he's pushing his kids now. He got his kids all on Instagram. He's got a run and doing sprints. So, you know, hopefully we'll see them in the league soon. All right, our last segment, man. We gonna take some quick shots before I get you out of here, man. It's just a random mix to get to know you better, the fans or people listeners get to know you better, man. So we're just gonna ask you quick questions. You don't have to elaborate on them too much. It could be a quick answer, long answer, whatever you want. All right. Most underrated player you've ever faced?
Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland. Okay. All right. You've played with a lot of great teams and stars, but who's the most fun teammate that you've ever had?
My funnest teammate I ever had. Wow. Wow. Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett,
because he was so serious on the basketball court. And, you know, when you got a guy who's focused as him and you say something in a huddle during a crucial part of the time and he'll look at you like you crazy, man. And I taught Kevin Garnett how to relax on the basketball game. He was always uptight. You know, chills, he had goosebumps on his arms. He'd be so hyped and everything. So I learned, I showed him how to relax. Tell you, man, listen, man. Kid, look at that car right there, man, on the screen. He'd be like, what's wrong with you, man? You want one of them? Like, that's Kevin. You want one of them? You know what I'm saying? I just trying to get you to relax a little bit. Not worry about the game for 1 second. But Kevin Garnett is my funnest guy I play with. Like, I got Paul Pierce. Paul was good too, man. I only played 2 years with him, but he was a fool. That's my man.
Yeah, I know. Paul's a hope.
That's my man.
Obviously, I didn't get to play with the same Paul that you played with and interact with them to the level that you guys obviously did. But just his small stint in LA before he head out. Yeah. You know, with us. Yeah. He was hilarious.
He was hilarious. He speak the
Paul's
truth.
Hilarious.
Sometimes he speak the truth too much sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
Because there's nothing you can say back to him. We can play on one-on-one.
Hey, before you start, I'm going to tell you a little story about that. So Paul last year, right? I played in Boston my last year, and Paul and Kevin treated me like a king, man. I told them this is going to be my last year, man. And they just they took care of me, man. So when I started coaching Paul in LA, right? So Doc said, we got to get Paul out there, saying, get him some more shots up early. So I come on the court. I said, Pete, man, listen, man, we got to start doing a little bit more, man, before practice, man. And Austin, he looked at me and said, hey, man, your last year, man, how I treat you, man? I said, you treated me golden. He said, all right then, man, return the favor. I said, oh, I ain't got nothing to say, Pete. I ain't got nothing to say.
I remember we were going through a scouting report. We had shoot around. We had shoot around in OKC. We were playing the OKC Thunder, and we were going through our pregame. We were going through their plays and stuff like that. Lawrence Frank was doing his usual talking. Lawrence talking about an hour. So we over there, everybody going through it. I look over at the scores table. This man, Paul Pierce, is laid out on the scores table, fully laid down, hands on his chest, sleeping.
Right.
I looked at this, I said, that's when you know you're a first ballot. That's when you can just sleep during a shoot around. That's when you know you've given the game everything that you got. And at this point, you just riding this wave of just trying to,
But Austin, another thing, that's what the great thing about Doc Rivers, man. Like, our coach was like, come on, Paul, get up. Doc was like, oh, I don't need him tonight.
Right.
I don't need.
I remember I used to be like, yo, did you see Paul?
Yeah.
And someone be like, yeah, da. Or someone say, I remember someone say, Doc, you see Paul over there sleeping? I remember Blake or anybody be like, man, is he fucking sleep? I think Doc said, I remember my pops used to be like, he already won me one. My pops goes, he won me a championship already.
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he want. He goes, and this is last year, and everybody knew that Paul was just playing just because he wanted to be around the game and he loved it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I that whole famous clip of Draymond saying, like, you trying to have a farewell tour. Paul wasn't trying to have no fucking farewell tour.
No.
But Paul just loved the game and wasn't ready to hang it up because it's like Vince Carter. They guys just don't want, because once it's over, it's over. You know what I mean? And once you're off the game, it's off the game. Once you're out, you're out. And these guys could easily, Paul Pierce had already made hundreds of millions of dollars, just like Vince. Yeah. Already all-star, first ballot Hall of Fame, championship. You ain't got nothing else to prove. You know what I mean? Paul wanted to play in that Clippers team just because he wanted to continue to shoot the shit, talk shit on the plane, play cards, stay busy, go to hotel to hotel. You just want to stay in shape, stay busy. That's it. He wasn't trying to get, even when Paul got in the game, he'd be like, all right, take me out. I ain't trying to play. You know what I mean? Paul just wanted to be around hoop. You know what I mean? Because that's what he is. He's a hooper. He's a first ballot. He's a true hooper.
Hey, Austin, you remember that game we won in Utah when Utah needed that game to win and we ain't played? I think Blake stayed home and CP stayed home.
Yeah.
It was you, Jamal, Paul.
Yep.
Pablo. And what's our big boy, our big guy we had? The Pickable Pablo and
we had I'm trying to think. We had so many big men run through
the
there.
left hand dude had the missing teeth in his mouth. What's his name? The white kid. Man, come on, Austin.
Oh, you talking about Cole Aldridge?
Big Cole Aldridge. Big Cole.
Yeah.
Big Cole. Big Cole.
Hey, that was Cole. That was Cole's best year, though, man. That was Cole's best year since he's been in the league. That year.
We started Cole, and after we won a game, and Cole came to the doctor and said, "Hey, coach, don't ever start me again. I'm good for 20 minutes, not 30 minutes." Cole said, "I'm good for 20 minutes, not 30 minutes."
And then Cole. I remember looking at Cole after the game. Cole said, "Hey, sometimes you just got to know yourself." He said, I ain't built for all this shit. He goes, I'll give y'all a good 15 minutes a game. I'll be great. After that, he goes, I am no longer serviceable.
We can call him 30 minutes.
We went in there and won, though. We went in there and won that game.
We won a game, and that was a bad loss for Utah. It was a bad loss.
Paul had like 20-something.
Yeah, Paul played big for us. Power forward. Stretch forward.
Big shots. He hit big shots at the end.
Yeah. Go, man. Go ahead. Finish.
All right. Most talented player you've ever coached?
Ooh. Most talented player I've ever coached. CP.
Chris Paul?
No, Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. Most talented guy you've ever coached. Wow.
Kawhi Leonard. I got to pick both of them. So I had, just my first year.
So you gonna put Kawhi Leonard and CP as the most talented players you've ever coached?
Yes.
Why is that?
Kawhi Leonard, his attention to detail, when he's right, he's right. You know what I'm saying? When he's right, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he's practicing and doing what he have to do, you want to go to war with Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
You want to go to war with CP. Austin, you play with CP. You want CP in the trenches with you. You want CP. CP got a heart. People don't realize with CP, this is my opinion, CP brain is better than his game. That makes sense? His brain, how he thinks the game is better than his game.
That's why he's still playing at an elite level now.
Man, he's like the thing like I remember when Blake got hurt and CP just took over the team. You remember that, Austin? He just, man, like we needed Blake scoring, but DJ played unbelievable. He made DJ an all-star that year. Remember that? When Blake got hurt and he made DJ an all-star that year. Just catching lobs. Just catching lobs. Just catching lobs. DJ, I need you to run, and we took off.
DJ went from that to Olympic gold medal, all this stuff. Yeah, Chris set him up, man.
Off that year.
Yeah.
Off that year, CP had him, man. That's why I said CP, like his brain is better than his game, man. Not that his game suck. CP is right. I'm just a Chris Paul fan, man. I'm just a Chris Paul fan. You know, I like Chris Paul. I like his competitive. Chris Paul, you got such I got him. Chris Paul, you got such Austin, you got to get him for a minute. I'm tired. You know, like we just played Portland. Get him for a minute, Austin. I go to CJ. I got him now, Austin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how CP was, you know?
No. He's a dog. All right. Coaching or playing?
Which one I like more?
Yeah, coaching or playing. I asked my pops coaching or playing. He said coaching. I
like playing more.
Yeah, you a hooper though. See, my pops is a floor general.
Yeah.
But coaching was what his calling. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like you could see that like he's supposed to be a coach even when he played.
Yeah.
You can look at you, and there's a lot of head coaches even still that they would choose playing. Like you know the coaches that are coaches, and then you know the coaches that are like if they could choose, like you a hooper. You know what I mean? Everybody know that you a hooper. You still play now. You little old ass be out there shooting a little mid-range jumps.
I just felt like I was a coach when I played. I was a coach on the court. You know what I'm saying? Because if a coach called a play that I didn't like, I was going to change it. I was going to, like in football, they audible. I was going to change it. I was going to change it. I was going to change it. So, no, I don't like that one.
Okay.
I don't like that
one item that you would have to have traveling on road trips. When you travel with the team, when y'all go on your road trips, what's the one item you got to have?
Right now, today, my laptop.
You gotta have your laptop.
I gotta have a laptop.
Just because of the work and everything you do on there?
I gotta have my laptop, man, because your father might be out for dinner and saying he might need clip 9 and 10 from this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be prepared for that. So if I can take my laptop, I'm cool.
Okay. This is actually an interesting question. You're in LA. You've been in there for a while. Mm-hmm. Celebrity sits courtside. You see that almost every other game. Mm-hmm. What celebrity has sat courtside at y'all's game that you've been most excited for? Like, what celebrity have you seen at one of y'all's games, whether it's the Lakers or Clippers? Because I think it's one of the same. Y'all both, same arena. What have you seen where you've been like, oh, shit? And be like, that's, you know what I mean? Because I know how you get when you see something.
Yeah, so listen, I know a lot of people, celebrities and everything. So it's always good when I see Jay at the game. It's always good because he always give me a salute. Like, so I've been knowing him since 1993. You know what I'm saying? He always give me a salute. Like, man, you still doing it, Sam. Like, he always tell me that, boy, you still doing it, boy. You still can play. I got a contract for you in Brooklyn. Come on, give me some of the minutes. Nah, man, I'm coaching now.
Right.
So it's Jay when I see Jay. It's always put a smile on my face when I see Jay. You know what I'm saying?
So you said Jay-Z, that would be your one guy.
That's what I'm at.
So mine probably, I remember we played Denzel, or we played against the Lakers and Denzel came to the game, and I was just like, he's my favorite actor.
Yeah.
So I saw, we see the sports, hip hop and sports is so, that same type of culture. They rap about us.
Yeah.
But ball players always try to rap. Mm-hmm. They always at the same place. A lot of ball players and rappers is his friends. You know what I mean?
Real cool.
Actors are a whole different type of, it's a whole different entertainment. So I don't really see him as much. I don't really hang out, whatever. And Denzel's obviously much older than me. Younger guys I'm not getting impressed by just because of my age and whatnot. But I see Denzel, I'm just like, man. I saw him at the game. I was like, hold on, I gotta go say hi. And I'm not one of those guys that gotta go shake hands, but I gotta go shake Denzel's hands. Man, I had to go just give him my respects. But yeah, Jay-Z's a good one too, man. I don't think you can go wrong with Jay-Z. But all right, man, yeah, that's it, man. That's my rapid questions, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. I know you're in Baltimore waiting to get back. Man, and we got B-Moore's Finest on here.
Here it is, man. Here it is.
I appreciate you coming on this, man. This was a lot of fun, Sam. I am.
You know, you my guy, so anytime, man.
Always,
Anytime.
always. Well, we appreciate you, man, and thank you for just answering all these questions too. You had some insight and some stories, man.
All
This
good,
is
man. It's all
gonna be a
good,
great
man.
it's gonna be a great podcast for everybody to listen to.
Definitely. All right, fellas. Hey, y'all.